going to be showing you my February favorites today. I'm going to be going over some of my favorite beauty items as well as my favorite snacks of the month. So let's get started. First off, my new love and favorite foundation is the MAC Face and Body. I have it in N1 because we all know that I am pale. But I have been loving this foundation. I'm not a typical foundation wearer. I don't wear foundation every day. I usually just conceal and then do the rest of my makeup just because I just don't enjoy the feeling of foundation all over. But this has been a game changer. It's been really nice. It's quite light. You can obviously add concealer to it. I've been told that you can add the Pro Longwear concealer that MAC does to it. But I just use it as is. I even sometimes mix in a little bit of moisturizer so I don't have to have a fuller coverage even though it's quite light, and I like it because it doesn't transfer. My biggest pet peeve about foundation is that it moves around throughout the day, and this one I find it doesn't move around. It's actually really nice. So I usually will use it if I'm in the mood for a foundation, or if I'm filming I'll put this foundation or I'll mix it with another foundation. I mean, I do have some foundations but I don't wear it every day, so this is the closest thing that I've ever gotten to wearing foundation every day, although I still don't wear it every day. But it's just been a new love of mine and I can't believe that I never picked this up sooner. It's just amazing. Some of the other things that I've been loving is this bronzer, which everybody knows and loves, by New York Color NYC Cosmetics. It's Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny. It's like a YouTube craze. It's super cheap. It's like $2-3. I have so many backups of these so I never have to worry about it. This one I am majorly hitting pan on, you can see right there, but I just love this bronzer. It's a nice matte bronzer. You never have to worry about it being too shimmery, and it's quite light even for my fair skin tone, so I never have to worry about adding too much bronzer, but I love this. And to go along with the bronzer that I've been loving the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors, the highlighters. This one's in Opal. I also have it in Rose Gold. I hunted and hunted for this. Last year I went to Vegas in May, and then I went in August as well, and I looked both times for this item and I could not find it anywhere. And I could have ordered online, but it's just something about buying it in stores. It's a little bit better. And living in Canada, sometimes when you order online you get the ridiculous duty charges and everything like that. I didn't want to risk it. So this has been like the most beautiful highlighter of life. It is so finely milled and just the most beautiful color. I prefer this one over the Rose Gold, although I am a Rose Gold lover, so I couldn't pass that one up. But oh, this is just amazing. And I did buy the liquids as well. I'm so happy that they sell it at the Sephora on Robson in Vancouver now. But I did end up ordering the Rose Gold online just because they were sold out of the Rose Gold, but this one I was so happy to get. Another item that I have been loving, and I never thought I would be loving when I bought it, I kind of just bought it on a whim, is the Stila Custom Color Blush. It doesn't have a color. I guess that's the color, the Custom Color Blush. It's the one that's supposed to change for everybody. It's like the bright pink color. I love this. I think it just gives the prettiest flush to your skin like you've been out in the cold. And it's just so pretty, especially on my fair skin tone. I really have been loving this, which is a big surprise to me just because I never thought I would. My favorite way to apply it is using one of these two brushes. This one's a little bit dirty because I did use it today with another blush. But this is the MAC 131, and this is the Real Techniques Duo-Fibre Contour Brush. I find that these are really nice to use with a little bit of a brighter blush like this, or anything else that's a little bit either deeper or quite bright. This one is really nice just because it really blends out the color. You never have to worry about putting too much on, and it's just a nice way to put on the blush. So these are really one of my favorites. I even use it sometimes with the lighter shimmery blushes because it's a little bit nicer not to get so much packed on shimmer. You can get a little bit more of a diffused look through these. So these are some of my favorite blush brushes. I mean, I do use other blush brushes when it comes to applying certain blushes, but just for the bright colors, I really enjoy these. And another thing that I've been loving, and I've been a love of mine for a long time, but I forgot how much I loved it, is the L'Oreal Voluminous. This is the original. I do like the carbon black one. Any kind of the Voluminous formula I find all very similar. I forgot how much I love this mascara. I've been testing out other mascaras just because there's always new mascaras on the market and that kind of thing, but this one is just amazing. This is all I have on my eyelashes today. I'm not sure if you'll be able to notice my eyelashes just because my eyeliner usually covers it, but this mascara, I can put like 2 or 3 coats of this. I mean, it does get a little bit clumpy over time, but I still really enjoy it. It's just a really nice mascara. It's just one of my favorites. Another mascara that I've been liking for a specific use is the Benefit They're Real mascara. I have it in a little small sample size. I don't know if I would ever buy it in the full size because I really don't like it for my top lashes. I find that it's really hard to remove and it doesn't give me the same voluminous lashes that the L'Oreal Voluminous does. But this is amazing because it does not transfer. My bottom lashes, because they're a little bit longer, they actually curl down and almost touch the bottom of my, like, I guess eyelids or cheeks, whatever you want to call that area. It touches that and sometimes it can transfer, so then I'll have a little bit of a black smear underneath my eye by about 2 or 3 hours into my day, and that's my biggest pet peeve. Normally I use a waterproof formula under there. I'll use the Great Lash by Maybelline in waterproof, but sometimes this even smears on me. I mean, I guess it just depends on how much makeup I have throughout the day, what I'm doing, and sort of the temperature outside. If it's too hot, it definitely will smear more than other days. But it does smear over time. I mean, this is one of the better ones that I've had because the L'Oreal Voluminous on my bottom lash smears like no other, like right away. But this is decent, but this is amazing. Like, if I don't want any smearing and I want to struggle with getting it off later, definitely will be using this. This I don't use daily just because it is such a struggle to get off, and I know that they make a makeup remover that's specifically for this, but if I'm just using it on my bottom lashes, why am I buying a makeup remover just for that? Whatever. It's just annoying to me how difficult it is to get off, but it does not transfer, so I always will have this for my bottom lashes. I'll probably buy the small ones if I can, or if I find them on the, like, you know, Sephora Point Perks things, if they have this, I will definitely get that, just because it's nice to have if I'm going, say, in a summer day, or if I'm going to be spending a full day out and I don't want my bottom lashes at all to crease or anything like that. I will use this. One eyeshadow that I've been loving is the Maybelline Eye Studios. It's in Copper Chic. Copper Chic is what I'm going to go with. It's in Copper Chic, and I do love the bronzy colors. It's really pretty on my green eyes, I find. But this one shade here, the light shade is, here, I'll open it and show you. The light shade is my favorite just because it's the most amazing inner corner highlight. I actually have it on today, and most days I will put it on my inner corner. It's just like a bright pop of color, and I find that it just illuminates my eyes. It's really pretty. I bet you it would be really nice as a highlight on your cheekbones as well. I mean, it's a little bit small to get a brush in there, but if you use like a little small blending brush and get it in there, I'm sure it would work. But this is just a beautiful eyeshadow. I love the Eye Studio line. I have another one of these, but I'm interested in get a few more, so if you have any more recommendations on these the colors of these that is really good, or anything like that, let me know in the comments below. The second last makeup item that I've been loving is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde. I have been loving this just to stick it quickly through my brows. I never really have to worry about it being too precise or just too prominent for my brows. As I said before, I like a more natural brow. But I have been loving this. I have been loving the NYX Tame and Frame as well, which I did a video on recently comparing the two. I didn't want to include it in this video though, just because I did just get it in February. But I didn't think it was fair, although I am contradicting myself by saying that because I do have an item that's going to be shown next that I did get in February. But I do love any kind of brow pomade. I guess you can say my favorite is the brow pomade rather than just a specific brand. I find that it's just really easy to use. You just stick a brush in, comb it through your brows. It's not too prominent. The one downside about liking the pomades though is that you do have to include a brush in your makeup bag, which is kind of annoying, but most of the time I'm doing my makeup at home anyway, so it's not that difficult to use. But yeah, that's the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. And the last beauty item that I have that is a little bit of a contradiction to what I just said is the new NYX High Voltage Lipsticks. I did just get these maybe a little over a week ago, and I did film a haul which should be up in the next week, but I just have been loving these. They are so opaque, they are a beautiful color range, they are beautiful to use. I just love the colors and the formula and how they feel on your lips. I don't have a specific color that I love yet. I do love most of the colors that I bought. Obviously I bought almost all the colors. I wouldn't buy a color that I don't like, although there is a couple left that I do want to get just to complete my collection. Let me know if I should do so. I'm not so sure if that's worth it or not. In my head it's worth it, but I think that's just a crazy makeup thought that we all have. But these are just beautiful. I love them. I did also buy the butter, like intense butter glosses. I don't love them as much as I love the butter glosses. They're a little bit too bright colored for me, but I think that over time I will get use out of them and that they feel amazing on your lips. So that's why I didn't include them on the video, but the color range on the high voltage lipsticks is more my thing. It's more of like the neutrals, the mid-tone kind of Kylie Jenner lips, the light bright colors. It's just amazing, these lipsticks, and they just feel so good. I do love the Intense Butter glosses. They're just a little bit more bright, a little bit out of my comfort zone, which I think is a good thing because then I'll be wearing more bright colors for the summer and that kind of thing. And who wants to wear lipstick all the time when you can wear lip gloss? It's really pretty. So that's all my makeup items and beauty items that I've been loving for the month of February. And now for my snacks. So I have 3 favorite snacks to show you this month. The first one is one that I've already shown you in a snack day video. I've been loving the Nerd Ropes. I am so stoked I finally found them. They're really just a nice snack to have. You don't get too much in a package, so you don't have to worry about, I guess, overindulging, but they're just really good. I have loved them ever since I found them, and I'm definitely going to be going back for more. The next snack, which is going to be in my next snack day video, it is the Oreo Red Velvet. When I made my video on the birthday cake Oreos, I mentioned that I have been looking for these. Well, recently I went to Seattle and I found them, and I ended up buying 3 of these. I really enjoy the flavor of the cream cheese filling that is in these. I love it when the Oreos have a different center filling rather than a different cookie. But the Red Velvet is really good. It is a little bit more of a smaller container, so you get less cookies, but who cares, because they are limited edition, and the limited edition Oreos always get me. The Red Velvet is just really good. I love them. And the last thing, which I have yet to try, but I was really excited to find, and which I'm sure that you'll be aware of why I was so excited, is the Sriracha Popcorn. Apparently it's like the real Sriracha. Well, it looks like the real Sriracha as well. This was ridiculously overpriced in like a little Nook store in Seattle. I think it was like $5 or $6 for this like medium-sized thing of popcorn, but I just love Sriracha, as I went on and on about in my Sriracha Pringles video. But I love Sriracha, so I could not try this. Like, it just I had to have it. Like, I couldn't go without it. I have yet to try it. I am going to try it really soon, and I'm going to do a video on it and let you guys know how it compares, if it tastes like Sriracha or anything like that, but definitely needed to try that. So that's the popcorn Sriracha. So that was all my makeup and snack favorites for the month of February. If you want to see a review or know any of my thoughts on any of the products or snacks, let me know in the comments below. Let me know too if you want me to start including any of the products that I didn't like for that month. I couldn't think of anything I didn't like for the month of February. I did love all the items that I got recently. I honestly haven't tested them out long enough to know if I really love them or if I really hate them. But I couldn't think of anything else that I didn't like, so I didn't include any of sort of fails for the month. But let me know if you guys do want to see that. And thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned.